Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Eden. Welcome to our garden, and welcome to our platform. Yesterday, I made a small introduction about what it is that we try to accomplish over here. What it is that Eden can be, and where Eden will stand for. Eden, as I told you yesterday, stands for Earth deserves endless nurture. It stands for growing things, growing connection, growing expression, growing music, growing art, and growing visions and opinions about how we can make things more profound and make things more in connection with the planet that we live on. You see, I think that in our generation, we have some issues. We have some things that were never our fault, that was never something that we asked for. But nevertheless, it doesn't mean that we can not grow to more beautiful, conscient creatures, and that we can find solutions with all our knowledge, with all our creativity, and with all the technology that was passed on from different generations up until now. Not only technology, but also vision, also spiritual guidance, also ways of living better with each other. And with each other, I don't mean only we as humans interacting in our society. It's also how we guard our environment, how we guard how animals can live in balance, how we take care, we become carekeepers of our territory, and how we can make sure that all our resources can regenerate again. To do that, we need to start thinking about how we can be architects of a new or an evolved society where there are higher principles and higher grounds than only trying to get ahead yourself. Because then we come to a very interesting thing, a very interesting concept, which has been discussed and written about and sang about in in the whole history of mankind. And it is the human nature, the ego. What am I and what am I doing on this planet, and how am I connected to the other species, to the other humans, and to the whole cosmic form of energy. Yes, big words, big things. But I am positive that we are so creative. You are way more than you think. You can do way more in your life than only following the information from others. You see, I believe we need to pass on our knowledge to each other. We need to pass on the beauty that lives within us, that lives in our minds, in our hearts, in our spirits. We can make this beauty come to life. I will tell you a lot of stories, but I will not be the only one. I'm just a gardener. I'm just a passenger. But I am also a warrior. And I know you creatives, you pioneers, you specialists of ecosystem, you inspiring souls around this planet, you have so much inside of you. But it can only come to life if we can paint a bigger picture, if we can transfer information, if we can share expression. And that's why what this platform will be about. That's we will try to interconnect with all of you. I am nothing, but we can be everything. You see? This is something that I really believe in, and it is in these special times that we going through that we start to see remarkable things happening. We start to see how much for granted we took this human interaction and how much we need each other to come together. But not only the interhuman relationships and connections, also the connection with our animals, with our plants, with our ocean, with our mountains, with our glaciers, with everything that has been growing and working in balance for millions of years. We are actually, as a human species, a recent phenomena in a grand, way, way, in a grand, in a grand story that has been going on for 4.5 billion years. We are like 5 minutes to the party, man. We are like there, and we come to this party, and we are this guest, annoying guest who tries to get every form of attention around him and doesn't respect what has been going on for way longer. It doesn't respect what what type of beautiful things that were already going on. So what happens eventually if this guest keeps on being annoying? Then this guest will get thrown the fuck out. And I don't think we want to be this guest. And I don't think we need to be this guest. And I think we can start making some changes so that we can be the fucking MC of this party. You see? We can be the master of ceremony. We can make everything glide way better together. And even now already, you see our whole environment is trying to interconnect with us already in a whole other way, just because we've been shut down, our society has been shut down. You see wolves coming into mountain villages and say, hey, what's up over here? You see dolphins in Venice trying to interconnect with these weird creatures in their buildings. You see goats go and run around and have fun in the villages of Ireland. It is just because all that noise that we have been making and all this pollution and aggression that needed to be stopped by our fight against the coronavirus, it made us realize, or it can make us realize, that we can do this better. So yeah, in Eden, in this garden, in this platform, it will all be about Earth deserves endless nurture. And I want to grow projects over here. I want to construct with the fruits of this beautiful garden the most ingenious things we can. I want to thank this garden, therefore. I want to be a gatekeeper that understands that we can only live by accepting and be grateful about all the fruits we get, and in return we make run everything a little bit more smoothly. So how can we thank this beautiful garden? How can we thank the growing process of everything? By singing to it, by dancing in it, by creating connections of love between us, and by simply understanding that all the concepts and all the technology and all the artificial human invention are there to serve this. We are not born to serve money. We are not born to be enslaved in structures that were placed there by somebody before us, and we especially were born to grow. So, yeah, I cannot wait to invite my guests over here. I cannot wait to interview musicians, visual artists, politicians, comedians, muses and warriors, tribes, different cultures, different opinions, but people who want to step forward, you see? Who want to say, okay, let's put all this creativity, put all this magic, put all this energy together, and I am sure that we will find ways and that we will grow our opinion and that we will grow our organization in that matter, that we will be heard. And we will do this not by aggressive force, not by wanting to be powerful. We do this by growing this beautiful this beautiful vision and having a lot of fun while doing so. I want to dance. I want to laugh. And we will do it by not because we want to be cool or other judgments of other people. No, we will do it because our instincts and our understanding is at that point that we are everything, and alone, and the ego and the individual is, it's just a little part of it, you see. Let's pick up the torch and give it to the next generation with a light, with a fire that will shine and that will make everything come to life. I am Akela. I am just a gardener, just a simple human being. Yeah, but I believe we can be a force together. And like I told you, I want to broadcast concerts, I want to broadcast workshops. There are so many people who can do amazing things that I can only dream of. And I just want to help connecting them. I just want to help joining them in this bigger picture that will grow everything one step more beautiful. So, maybe you think, hey, this dude is motherfucking crazy. What has he been drinking? What has he been smoking? What has he been doing? Maybe. But that shouldn't stop you to try to think of creative solutions to join me. You see, I will not be the only one speaking over here. This is not my goal. I will just be a gardener and I will just be a gatekeeper. So from Eden, yeah, I leave you with one question. What can you contribute to grow this place, to grow this pond, to grow this forest one step more beautiful? And how, and like I told you yesterday, what happens over here, what happens on this platform will grow outside of these borders of this garden, because Eden can be everywhere. So let's connect, let's interact, and I make sure that I'll be posting every day a little bit and unveiling a little bit more about this organization. And once this quarantine has been lifted, let's get shit rolling, okay? From Eden, I salute you. A lot of love. And a little old Indian cry out to connect our environment. Hey, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. See you tomorrow.